everybody, how are you doing? This is Tanner and today we're going to be doing the 2025 updated room tour. So once you guys see my room, you guys will probably say, oh Tanner, there isn't any changes. Well, the more you look, the more you'll meet the eye. So without further ado, let's begin. I need to get this out of the way first before we begin. No, I still don't have a door. My parents, for some reason, don't want me to get a door. They'll let me get more cars, but they won't let me get a door. But I mean, if you guys could help me make some donations here and there, maybe give me some super chats in my live streams, you know what I'm saying? You could help me. Just kidding, guys. You don't have to do anything. Just you guys watching, commenting, and liking the videos, and subscribing, of course. It does help. Oh, have I mentioned? Have you guys subscribed? If you haven't, what are you doing? You're missing plenty of amazing content here on my channel. I'm always pushing to give the best cars content for you guys. I know I'm not gonna reach the level of peak like PCP, but I'm trying my best. But anyways, once you enter my room, you guys might say, oh, Tanner, there isn't any changes. Well, there is actually. Last year, the toy box was over here and the desk was over there by the corner. I decided to change it because for some reason, I have this problem where once a month, I can't decide what's the best setup for my room. So I just decided to change it. And yes, there is still quite a bit of echoing in my room, which is something I kind of don't like. The biggest change right now is that now I have LEDs. The LED strips go from that way all the way to here, which stops here. And then I have another strip that goes from here all the way to there. So basically the light strips go through all of my room. But anyways, let's start with this wall. As I like to say, the wall of cardbacks. Last year, this didn't exist. The wall was just blank gray. And I did not like that. My mom wanted me to keep it that way, but I didn't. If I wanted to make a cars room, I needed to have some sort of cars on here. So I just decided to add the cars cardbacks because, I mean, why not? It looked good. The only problem is that, unfortunately, I've encountered some inconsistencies. Because, look, on the road, cars. What? Cars 3, Cars 2, what the heck is going on? And then go to the next row, cars on the road, cars on the road, cars. What is going on? Unfortunately, well, it's not really unfortunately, but it's also unfortunately, I've been getting so much cars recently that I have to do some rearrangements at some point where I basically said, you know what, fuck it, let's just add the cardbacks on the wall. Many people don't even know what the series are for. Many people would say Jonathan Gearson might be from Cars 3, or I don't know, Christina Whelan might be from Cars 2, or not Jonathan Rangeworks, Joe Don Jackson might be from Cars. Like, the people that walk in this room, they may know the main characters like Lightning, Sally, Cruz, Mater, Fillmore, Flo, but they don't know some of the more obscure characters. Like, they don't know Will Lee, they don't know Kevin Shift-Right, they don't know Logan Gearsall, they don't know Mateo. Like, I'm not doing this because of the people, I'm doing this for myself. But anyways, that's the wall of cardbacks. Here's the first stand, or the first few shelves. Up top is the Radiator Springs diorama. Here we have Ramones, and here we have Flo's. And I just added some extra cars and cars that will be used for customs. Like Eric will be for a custom, Royce and Kay are stunt doubles, Mater and the Fabulous Muffin are stunt doubles, Jackson Storm's a stunt double, Cruz is gonna be for a future custom, and Ty the Couture is just chilling there because, I mean, why not? She's like one of the oldest survivors of my collection. This next shelf is basically random characters from Cars, Cars 2, and Cars 3. In the front row is tuners, second row is random characters from Cars, and the third row is random characters from Cars 3. Well, I shouldn't really say random characters because Smokey's not really a random character. Sterling's not really a random character. The next shelf is basically on the road characters, all the way from episode 1 to episode 9. And this last shelf is basically just Mac variants, and I just added a couple of Lightning McQueens here and there because, I mean, it fits the vibe. There's the Piston Cup starter set right next to the shelves. It's because I couldn't find a place to display it properly, because this play set deserves to be displayed. But unfortunately, I don't have any space to put it because it's like a big set. Here is my backpack, even though I don't go to school for like 2 months. There is the Cars 3 advent calendar. I just added there because there's no more space under the desk. Which, speaking of the desk, let's talk about the desk now. The desk, I mean, here at the desk I just like edit videos sometimes, check out the analytics, sometimes I review here, listen to music on Spotify. But yeah, the desk is where I basically kind of do everything. There's the Cars Fire and Rescue cardbacks. The Drift and Race McQueen's there, and I was able to fix the eyes by just removing the spring that's inside of the McQueen. So that looks great. And with the little GRC McQueen there, because 1, that is a stunt double for Cars GRC, and 2, it looks good. This is the ticket for the F1 movie, which I saw yesterday, which, not gonna lie, it's peak cinema. There's my bus pass, red lamp right here, and the gray lamp right there. There's the Jackson Storms and cruiser mirrors I have in the package. My laptop right there, mouse. This bag is for the tripod, because I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning of the video, now I have a new tripod, which is 110% better than the previous tripod I had, because the previous tripod broke, so I had to get a new one. And this tripod it works perfectly. It's just the right height. I don't have to use the ring light anymore because the room lighting does the trick. And this tripod would be great for not only reviews and gameplays, but also vlogs for the Ray of the Royalty channel. Here's the watch I currently use. It's a watch I inherited from my dad. There's a plant, toothbrush right there, which is also Cars themed, as you guys can see. There is my TV controller. Here's the TV right here. And now let's go to the shelves. This first shelf is basically Radiator Springs. All of the main characters have variants except Red and Lizzie. But not for long, because once I have the Race and Rescue Red, Lizzie will be the only character which doesn't have a variant. But let's be frank, guys, there isn't much Lizzie variants anyways. But here's all the variants: Mater, Sally, Doc, Sheriff, Red, Ramon, Flo, Sarge, Fillmore, Luigi, Guido, and Lizzie. Also added 2 tractors, that VW bus that looks like Fillmore, the Cars book, this Cars alarm clock, and all the Cars video games from the PS3 and the PS4 era. The shelf above it, it's the Cars 2 shelf, as I like to call it, because there's pretty much just Cars 2 characters. All of the World Grand Prix racers, spies, and villains. Really, really nice. Now let's go to these shelves, which you guys might recognize these shelves from 2022. Because these were the shelves where I actually put all of my Cars collection in. But throughout the years, since I've been expanding my Cars collection so much, I had to get more shelves. And this shelf won't go to waste because it still displays a lot of other stuff. Not just Hot Wheels and Legos, but also cars. This first cubicle has pretty much Maters. McDonald's Mater, RC Mater, and the Transforming Mater. I also added some glues and paints back there because why not? Here next to it is my Cruz Ramirez shelves with all the Cruz Ramirez variants, a Samsung earplugs, iPhone box, and all the Prime bottles right there. I have 8 Prime bottles. The shelf next to it is pretty much YouTubers. Front row is OCs and best friends. Second row, Brazilian YouTubers like Verda Wen, Kyle Washer. And the third row is American YouTubers like PCP, Axel McQueen, Jados Productions, David 23 Team. And there's like a little picture of me from when I was in kindergarten. Because yeah, I looked cute back then. Actually, still do. Here is this shelf right here. This shelf is kind of miscellaneous. There's not really much of a theme to it. But I just added some Fast and Furious there. I'm super excited to see Fast 10 Part 2. There's also the Golden McQueen there. That's actually the Golden Lightning McQueen I had since 2021. So this car holds a pretty special place in my heart. And there's also the Lego Skyline box, because why not? There's my keys there. I don't drive, but next year I'll be able to get my driver's license, and I'm super excited for that. This next shelf is the mini racers. This hasn't changed ever since last year. The last mini racer I got was Suki. Unfortunately, Toys R Us stopped carrying mini races, which kind of sucks. Now this next shelf is probably one of my favorite shelves. It's the Jackson Storm shelf. It basically has Jackson Storm memorabilia or things that are related to Jackson Storm, like all of these die-cast versions of Jackson, but also this Chevrolet Silverado pickup truck and this Cadillac. I added this pickup truck because in a project, this will be a pretty important character. And I added this Cadillac because in a way, it kind of reminds me of Jackson Storm. Above it, it's pretty much Lightning McQueen's. I basically have to change hands every time because my hands are, no, not my hands, my arms are starting to hurt, so I have to change hands every time, so that's why there's a lot of wobbling. And I'm still trying to get used to this tripod. But anyways, RC McQueen from 2006, RC Fabulous McQueen, Rev in Action McQueen, and the RC Rusty's Racing Center McQueen. Over here is basically also Miscellaneous, just a random trophy. All the other PS5 games, my old tripod, and above it is the Luigi's Casa de la Tires. Whew, that was not easy. But now, let's go towards the right. Over here is pretty much where some of the stuff do change. Here is all of my Cars sweaters. The first one is behind, as you guys can see right there. And the second sweater is actually in front because I started to admire a lot more this sweater. I also added my old cap here. This was the cap I started using ever since 2024 because now I have a new cap. Here is all of the Lightning McQueen variants all on shelves right here. These are all the Lightning McQueens I own. Ever since from Cars, transitioning to Cars Tunes, Cars 2, Cars 3, Expanded Universe after Cars 3, On the Road, and Expanded Universe after On the Road, which eventually leads us to Race and Rescue. I've also put some random accessories back there because, I mean, it just fits with Lightning McQueen. The shelf above it is probably one of my favorite shelves, the Piston Cup Racer shelf, with every single Piston Cup Racer I own from Cars and Cars 3. So here's like the King variants, Chick variants, Leakless modeled racers, RPM modeled racers, Nitrate modeled racers, and then transitions to the Cars 3 racers with the Brick modeled racers, the Bobby modeled racers, and the Cal modeled racers, sorry. And then behind is all the next gen racers, all organized from this custom right here, which by the number you can immediately know who that is. Then it goes all the way, there's Daniel Swervis, Tim Treadless, Cam Spinner, Rich Mixon, all the way to Jonas Carver's right there. I've also added the pitties, tool carts, and pit stop barriers to kind of make it look neat. Above the LED strip is all the Cars on the Road packagings. Basically, these are all the card backs from the Cars on the Road era. From Road Trip McQueen all the way to May Pillars of Rev. Here is basically just some packages that I kind of did like the Disney 100 packaging, the NASCAR packaging, and the Glow Racers packaging, which I liked, so I just put them up there. There's that Cars poster right there, which looks good. And these are all of the Lightning McQueens I have sealed. And a Sally, because I need to fill that blank space. But anyways, there's all the Lightning McQueens in package. Golden, Disney 100, Deputy Hazard, both of the Road Trip variants, the Rusties, the original, the World Grand Prix, and the GRC. Here's all of my Hot Wheels. These are basically just the Hot Wheels I like the most because these are all real life cars in 1/64 scale. Porsches, Mustangs, Ford GTs, Corvettes, Lamborghinis, Paganis, Koenigseggs, and the Jaguar. On my nightstand, here we have the PS5, the PS3, my water bottle, which I do need to drink a little bit. Hydrated. PS5 controller in white, the blue one's down there. There's this plant, this little clock thing, which looks nice. It has the letter G, don't know why. And this is supposed to be Lizzie's Curio Shop with all of the Tanner Parker versions. Papercraft Tanner version 2 and 1. Well, version 2 and version 1. RX-7 Tanner. 2025 Tanner. 2023 Tanner. And this will be a custom Tanner for a project, which will be announced. Well, the project itself will be announced next year after Cars GRC, but the project will be complete in 2027 once I turn 18. There's my fan. There is the Cars GRC poster, which I printed out and just put it right there on the wall. It looks great. Oh, speaking of Cars GRC, the production of the film is going very, very well. I'm pretty certain I'll be able to finish all the scenes this year, but the film will only be released next year on June 9th. And I also have here like this extra iPhone I have because, well, the thing is, my dad actually found this iPhone, but it wasn't working. So he gave it to me to try to see if I could fix this iPhone, but for now, I hadn't had any luck. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this white iPhone. And don't worry, I'll still remain with the red iPhone. Here's my bed. Beds remain the same throughout the past couple of years, but the plush members have changed. Last year, Cruz and We Need the Pooh were there, but now they have a new member. Please say welcome to Fred the Shark. Hanging here on this wall, which was also blank, is the 2 Cars t-shirts I have. Since I don't have much of a hanger anymore to put my t-shirts, I just hang them on the wall because they look good. The Cars t-shirt and the Cars 3 t-shirt, and they both look so sick on my wall. But there's apparently another Beshka t-shirt that I still need to hunt down, which I hopefully will be able to find soon. We're still not done with the room because below the desk, there's pretty much a lot of stuff. Well, not really much stuff, it's just basically just boxes. Hot Wheels track builder box, a cardboard box for some reason to put all my stuff inside, and all of the boxes from the play sets. Drift and Race McQueen packaging, box for the lane change race set, the whale car wash, and the Dino Park. The toy boxes don't really have much stuff inside, just random stuff really related to cars, like the Disney Store vehicles for some reason. I should put them on display. This one, more car stuff. More car stuff. Let's see. More car stuff. Oh my god. Like every single drawer has literally car stuff. On this night dresser, there's clothes. I don't know if you guys would like to see this, but there's just the t-shirts. I won't show the bottom 2 shelves because I mean that'd be weird. And below the bed is my shoes. Yeah, you guys don't really care for my shoes, so I'll stop showing them now. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, right there I forgot to mention there's the PS5 box, the PS5 Blue controller, and this off-branded PS3 controller, and the officially licensed PS3 controllers right there. So what did you guys think of the 2025 updated room tour? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Or you guys think there was some stuff that could have been better? Let me know in the comments. As I said, I always try my absolute best to bring the best quality cars content for you guys, the viewers. But anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so that way you won't miss any new notifications with Champion Racer Collection uploads. I'll see you guys not tomorrow, but the next day for a brand new video here on the channel. And before I forget, I know this is one day late, but happy Tanner Parker Day. Yes, July 9th is the National Tanner Parker Day. I don't know many people will celebrate this, but I just decided to bring it out anyways. This is Champion Racer Collection signing out. Seeing you guys in the next video. Ka-chow!